Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Running from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I've been more in pain, way to broad day.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangwu. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Pickett. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. The Ravens at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Tucker's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Now swing pass for Dillon. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the right side, this is Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Off play action. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Pickett. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now 3rd down and very long.
13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Pickett. And they got to him again. Kayvon Thibodeaux. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Baltimore Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
The slot man in motion right.
Pickett back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line, 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Flowers going to go in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to Nwangu.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Flowers going to go in motion right. Back to throw. Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Looking to throw, Pickett. That is caught.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
27 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Other side, other side.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Here's Jones looking to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Jones throwing on third and long. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 47 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this throw will be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find...
There he goes, left side. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, look at the juke. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Giants are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6. Now Pickett. He'll get this to Kene Nwangu complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Pickett to throw on first down. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll throw again with Pickett. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now Pickett on 4th down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Pickett will try to throw for this. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Pickett back to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Slot man moves right. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing Jones. These guys running back out of the backfield. And we will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, hey.
Now Jones.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
40 yards.
And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here's Pickett. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Great, 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 great. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Another run now for Nwangu.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Kene Nwangu, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Detroit, Detroit, Detroit.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Giants 35.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down, here's Pickett.
They've got his man complete. Still on his feet. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. That's good. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Now a 2nd and 6. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
79 Broncos. 70 reach. 70 reach. Ready, quiet. Go, check. Go, check.
Back to throw. Pickett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready up. 18, 18, 19, tight. 19, check, Bobcat, Street, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Timberland. Troy,
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jones operating from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown. Darren Waller. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets him a little bit closer.
Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. Here's Jones.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Pickett.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60.
To throw on 3rd down, Pickett.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Pickett to throw on first down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now Jones.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete.